guys, welcome to Pop-a-mania. In this series of videos, I redesign classic iconic characters from pop culture. Last week I did an X team of mutants from the Marvel Universe, so I decided to do the DC version of mutants, even though they came first. But the closest thing in the DC universe to mutants is the Doom Patrol. So I'm doing my own Doom Patrol team for this video. This team is not going to consist of any. Well, it's only going to consist of one character from the Doom Patrol. One created character. That's Robot Man. Honestly, just because I love the way Robot Man looks, and I wanted to draw him. And that's honestly how I started this video. I was like, well, I just started sketching Robot Man, and I was like, well, I might as well do a video for it, and I created a team around him. But in order to create a team, I had to create like a story, and the idea behind this team was that they are going to be from different aspects of media and entertainment. So Cliff is from comic books. There's going to be a video game character, a book character, and a cartoon character, and the catalyst for the story is Media Man. He's a superhero in another dimension, and he summons Cliff and the rest of these heroes to help him fight a great evil that is attacking his world. His world is being attacked by alien robots and the sky beam from space, like most superhero movies. So he summons this team of media characters to help him fight this evil. And I already mentioned Cliff as one of the characters. My idea for Cliff isn't I'm not going to change him around too much. I love the way he looks. The only thing I will change, I guess, is I gave him one of those domes where you can see his brain. It's not too obvious, but he essentially looks the exact same way as you've seen him before. I didn't really take too much liberties with Cliff. And of course, Media Man. The Media Man is inspired a lot by the 70s. And it's also a Doom Patrol character. So I figured make him as weird as I can. Gave him a hand for a face, and the hand is holding a cell phone. The face is actually on the cell phone. And I just thought it was a weird idea, and I thought it'd be appropriate for the strange Doom Patrol universe. And then we have, after that, we have Doobie the Dragon, who is an animated character, and he's inspired a lot by the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Scooby-Doo and Jabberjaw in particular, that group of teenagers who solves mystery with their weird anthropomorphic friend, animal, creature. So in this world, that creature is a dragon, and he's Doobie the Dragon because all these Hanna-Barbera cartoons had an undertone of stoner culture in them. And he's kind of like the comic relief, if you will. The next character on the team is inspired by video games. It is essentially my take on Mega Man, or a take on Mega Man. It's this character I'm calling Wonder Kid. And, after the machines took over, the group of scientists created this ultimate weapon to fight against the singularity. The reason it's an ultimate weapon is because this machine could learn from other machines. It could adapt to them and take their abilities once, kind of like how Mega Man is able to use anybody's powers who he beats. And this character, she's pretty much the same thing. She can absorb anybody after she beats them, which might be interesting to see a couple of variations of that. I didn't do any for this video, but you guys can if you want. But yeah, the next character is a book character, Lord of the Rings type character. She is an elf who is a squire pretending to be her brother, Mulan style, and she joins this war effort to fight this great evil by pretending to be a boy. But her entire, essentially, she's a squire to this badass knight, but and this knight is entrusted with this book to to protect it and deliver it to this wizard. It's a book of spells. It's a super powerful book. I mean, imagining that it's essentially like the internet. You could ask it questions, and it gives you answers. You could also pull like weapons out of it. Like she pulls her sword and her shield out of it, and yeah, she's not that skilled and not that badass. Not like she's more like how the hobbits were in Lord of the Rings. They're heroic but not necessarily badass. Well, at least not at this point. At the beginning of the story, where she joins this war effort, becomes a squire to this knight, and essentially everyone in her platoon and with all her army is wiped out, and she's the only survivor. The knight entrusts her to take this book to this mage, and she's on this journey to deliver this powerful book, but she also learns how to use it throughout, and typical fantasy stuff. But anyways, this guy Media Man summons these four characters. Yeah, four. Summons these four characters to help him fight and save his planet. But pretty early on, they start to notice that Media Man is a little off, and like when they don't do things exactly his way, he starts to throw tantrums and just be a real jerk. So I'm guessing Doobie, being a detective, he figures out that, hey, maybe this guy doesn't want us here to help him, save the world. Maybe he just brought us here to do whatever we want, to essentially do whatever he wants. And and that's the case. This guy, he's like a fanboy, and he kidnapped these people, and he has them stuck in their dimension. So this group of the Doom Patrol, Cliff, the Doobie, Wonder Kid, and I don't know the Squire's name just yet. I'm just calling her the Squire. But she, they have to band together to defeat this Media Man. And, the way they do it, they kick his ass, and then the robot girl, Wonder Kid, she uses his technology to kind of send them all back, because she could absorb technology, and she could absorb people's powers. So yeah, that's kind of like the gist of the idea I was telling myself while I was designing these characters, just to help flesh out the design a little bit. But yeah, here's the end of it. I try to give all these characters, render them in a style that would be suited to their medium. So, Robot Man, I gave him a few more shadows, some more blacks, because comic books tend to use a lot of black. Doobie, gave him a really thin outline with flat color, because that's how most cartoons looked, at least Hanna-Barbera cartoons looked. And I was thinking about doing a pixelated version of Wonder Kid, but I decided not to. And then the Squire, she's a little bit more painterly, a little more something more you would see on a fantasy cover. But I mean, they're all still kind of tied together. I don't want to go too real for it. I still wanted them to look like they could exist in the same universe. But yeah, this is the end. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any suggestions for any characters, leave them in the comments. I have a Patreon where you could vote and watch any videos that I have done early. And yeah, until next time,